There comes a moment in life when the tables turn between parents and their kids. You dedicate decades to raising them, guiding them, and sacrificing for them. Then one day it dawns on you, the whole dynamic has shifted. Maybe they flat out reject your advice, maybe they completely ignore what you think, maybe they talk down to you like your little kid, or even worse, they make you feel like you're a burden. And that really hurts, doesn't it? First thing, stop trying to get their approval. One of the biggest mistakes parents make, especially as they get older, is trying too hard to please their kids. Maybe you've even noticed yourself doing it. You go out of your way to make them happy, you say yes when you really want to say no. You put what they need ahead of what you need, all hoping that if you just do enough, they'll finally appreciate you more. But here's the tough truth. The more you try to get their approval, the less respect they'll actually have for you. Real respect isn't earned by constantly sacrificing yourself. It's earned through self-respect. Second thing, don't argue, lead by example. When your kids ignore your opinions, constantly talk over you, or otherwise treat you disrespectfully, your first reaction might be to argue back, to remind them of everything you've done for them over the years, to demand that they finally start listening to you for once. But let me tell you something that will save you years of frustration and heartache. Arguing almost never works. Third thing, stop being so emotionally dependent. One of the hardest things to learn as you get older and your kids become adults is that you just can't depend on them for your own emotional happiness and well-being. You might love them a lot and you might really want them to love and respect you back. But the moment they feel like you need them to feel valued, appreciated, or even just okay, the whole relationship dynamic goes downhill. Here's the thing. People, even your own kids, usually respect people who are emotionally independent and self-sufficient. Fourth thing, set boundaries and stick to them. One of the biggest reasons why kids, especially adult kids, sometimes lose respect for their parents is because the parents let them. If you always let your kids talk to you disrespectfully, ignore your opinions, or act like your time and feelings don't matter, they will keep doing it, often without even realizing how it affects you. It's not necessarily because they're bad people, but simply because people, especially family, will usually treat you the way you let them treat you. Now let's move on. Fifth thing, stop giving without appreciation. One of the fastest ways to lose someone's respect, whether it's your kids or anyone else, is to keep giving to them without ever getting any real appreciation in return. And as parents, we tend to do this way more often than we realize. We freely give our time, our energy, our money, and our emotional support, even when it's not acknowledged, even when it's taken for granted, and even when we're met with nothing but entitlement and a lack of gratitude. But here's the truth. When you keep giving to someone who doesn't appreciate it, you don't actually build love or respect. Instead, you just make them expect it and feel entitled to it. Sixth thing, build a life outside of them. One of the best ways to get your kids' respect back, especially as they become adults, is to show them that your happiness doesn't depend on them. As parents, it's natural to focus on our kids and make them the main focus of our lives, especially when they're young. But as we get older and our kids become more independent, that changes. Finally, respect isn't something you can just demand from your kids, no matter how much you want it. It's something you inspire by how you act, how you set boundaries, and how you live your life with purpose. If your kids have started treating you with less care, less consideration, or less respect than you deserve, don't waste your energy getting angry. Instead, change your approach and focus on what you can control.